Welcome to the NewsHour. In what will be an historic 24 hours, former President Donald Trump has returned to New York City ahead of his first appearance in a Manhattan courtroom tomorrow.
Mr. Trump has been indicted on multiple charges connected to hush money payments he allegedly made ahead of the 2016 election. To shed light on what comes next, I'm joined here with our White House correspondent, Laura Barone-Lopez. Laura, good to see you.
Good to be here.
It is historic. It is unprecedented. The first former president in the U.S. to be indicted. But what do we expect to see tomorrow?
So tonight he'll be staying at Trump Tower, as we know, and then tomorrow when he heads to the courthouse, he is going to be booked, fingerprinted. We don't know if there is going to be a mugshot. There is a possibility there. And then immediately after that, rather than being held in a cell, which is typical for someone being indicted and going to the courthouse, he will then be transported to the courtroom, and then the indictment will be unsealed and the charges will be read to him and everyone in the courtroom. Now, what we don't know is if media outlets are going to get access to that courtroom as it's going on, and if not, then what we can expect is for the indictment to be made public once the former president is in that courtroom.
And we know Mr. Trump has previously called on his supporters to protest if he were to be indicted. Do we expect any of that to happen tomorrow at his arraignment?
We are expecting some protests because Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a self-described Christian nationalist who has also downplayed the violence of the January 6th insurrection, called on her followers to join her across from the courthouse to protest this indictment and support the former president. Now, New York City Mayor Eric Adams had this warning today for Greene.
And although we have no specific threats, people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is known to spread misinformation and hate speech, she stated she's coming to town. While you're in town, be on your best behavior.
Now, in addition to that, the New York Police Department, the commissioner for the police department, said that right now there are no credible or specific threats to the city, but that they are on alert and that they are working with national and local law enforcement. And in addition to that, tomorrow we're expecting the former President Trump to then return to Mar-a-Lago and give some remarks after he's arraigned.
Laura, we should be specific and clear here. This is one investigation into former President Trump. There are other ongoing investigations that could come with charges of their own. Remind us the details of those.
So in addition to this investigation, well, first, actually, let's count this investigation. So the Manhattan District Attorney's investigation into hush money payments that were allegedly made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. There's also a Fulton County investigation in Georgia into election interference in 2020. The Department of Justice Special Counsel is investigating the January 6th insurrection and the former president's potential efforts to overturn the 2020 election there. And then again, also the special counsel in the Justice Department is investigating the classified documents that were found at Mar-a-Lago. Now, we should note that the the Washington Post reported that the Justice Department has found more evidence of possible obstruction by Trump. And what we're talking about there is actions that the former president took to potentially block the return of these classified documents. Now, another thing we're also watching in regards to the Manhattan District Attorney's hush money payments investigation is when we see the charges tomorrow, whether or not the Manhattan DA is just going to be solely focused on the payments made to Stormy Daniels or also to Playboy model Karen McDougal.
Things we're going to be waiting and seeing. A lot we don't yet know. We're going to watch and report as we do. Laura Barone-Lopez, thank you.
Thank you.